By looking at problem number 16, I know right away that this is an OR problem, obviously because it states it, but I know what this graph is going to look like in my mind. I know it's going to be it's going to be the arrow ones pointing to the left and one pointing to the right. So I'm just going to work out these two problems here and graph them as normal. So I've got in the red over here, I've got 2g is less than or equal to 8. I'll divide both sides by 2. And that'll leave me with g is less than or equal to 4. So at 4, I know I need a closed circle because of the less than or equal to. And it's saying g is less than or equal to 4, so I know that that side would be to the left because 3 is less than or equal to 4 and 2 is as well. Then I'm going to work through the blue side over here, and that gives me g plus 7 is greater than or equal to 17. I'll minus 7, those will cancel. That'll leave me with g is greater than or equal to 10. Now from that point, I know at 10, it's going to be another closed circle. And that arrow is pointing to the right. Also, those g values that are, those solutions that are greater than 10 is going to be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and so on. So we'll shade to the right. And that's your graph for that one. So I've got problem number 17 here, and how I work out these problems, these and problems, I know right away that that graph is going to be, you know, the ones that connect in the middle, the segment sort of, not the two arrows. But I like to work these out as almost two separate little problems. So I'm going to do my first problem in the red is -4 is less than w plus 12. So I'll just solve for w. So I will minus 12 from both sides, minus 12. Those will cancel, and that'll leave me with -16, because -4 minus 12 more is -16, is less than w. Before I graph mine, though, I do like my variable to be on the left-hand side, so I do the flip-flop rule. And it's because I go, if you flip the outside, you got to flip the inside. So w is greater than -16. Or another tip is that on this problem, this is eating the w, so it's got to be eating the w down here. It's the same thing. These two are the same problem. And then I'm going to take my second piece that's over here in the blue, and that is w plus 12 is less than 3. And I'll minus 12, and I'll minus 12, and I'll leave me with w is less than -9. Because these will then cancel, and 3 minus 12, a positive 3 minus 12 is a -9. So at both of these points, I know they need to be open circles. So I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to put a -16, I'll put an open circle. And at -9, I will have another open circle. And I know those will connect in the middle, because if I just take this one and I look at it, I know it needs to be then shaded to the right over here. And then if I look at this one, I know that it then needs to be shaded to the left right here.